Welcome. I'll just wait a moment for people to join. Happy Sunday or Monday, wherever you are in the world. Jeanette from Canada, hello. Frank from Norway, hi. I'm in New Zealand, so it's Monday morning for me here. And I want to say hello and thank you to everyone for joining me today. Whether this is your first time joining me for Source Transmissions, or whether you've been here with me for a few of the classes. And so how these work is that we first just start off with a short guided meditation to get us heart-centered so we can be receptive and open to the transmission. And then I will share a pre-written channeled message and then a bit of an energetic healing at the end. So for now, let's start off closing our eyes and just noticing the natural rhythm of our breath. Becoming present with ourselves, with this moment. Noticing how you're feeling. And bringing your awareness to your heart center. If you like, you can place a hand over your heart to help you tune into that area a little bit more. And you may begin to feel calm, peace, appreciation, love, joy, connection. Whatever it is for you, begin to arise. Even if you just feel a spark of something, you can let it grow. You can breathe into this sacred place within you. Feeling a shift in the energy, in your mental, emotional state. And we are now going to invite in Source, God, the universe, the divine, whatever word you use. And we invite in our team of spirit guides, ones of the highest light and love. Perhaps we're conscious of some of them, perhaps we don't know who they are, and that's all okay. And we also invite in the archangels, our star family, the Ascended Masters, any councils and collectives that are working with us, and anyone else who wishes to support us at this time, perhaps past loved ones, all that are here to assist us for our highest good, to empower us, to bring us guidance, to support us on our journey. And we invite in the Sirians who are already very present, who have brought through the channeled message today and want to assist us in the transmission at the end. Allowing yourself to feel into the energies that are around you now, that are now being invited to come in closer, to be more known by you. You may feel physical sensations in your body. You may see, hear, just know certain things. You may just feel a sense of expansiveness and love. And you can just take a few more deep conscious breaths and then open your eyes. Beautiful. Hi, Christine. And I just want to mention my neighbour seems to have just started using some power tools, so I apologize if there's some noise. Okay, so the channeled message that came through to share with you all today was from the Sirians, and they are higher dimensional beings. So throughout this channeled message, I invite you to not only listen but also feel into the Sirian frequency as well. So as I read out the channeled message, you may just want to close your eyes again and just listen and receive, feel into it. Don't try to understand it all logically, but just be open to receive. Okay. Your hearts are a pathway to source consciousness. Your hearts allow you to reach beyond what you have known and to realize higher truth. To remember your true nature and to become one at a more conscious level with your soul's intentions for this lifetime. To receive from higher frequencies and transform your body and mind into higher octaves of light. It is through the portal of your energetic heart that you access a higher dimensional reality. We could say you peek through the veil of the seeming limitations or structures that were fixed through a lower state of consciousness that would not allow the gateway of the heart to be fully realized. Through the heart, you glimpse into a reality that feels like home, that revitalizes you, that goes beyond what the mind can comprehend. It is a state of being and consciousness that is the essence of who and what you are. Many beings in the Sirian star system went through a process of integrating their heart into their experience more through the weaving of the more divine feminine qualities to counteract and balance out the imbalances that permeated our collective consciousness and way of being, which was the key to our ascension into higher dimensions of existence. We knew that there was a spark of light, of God within us, that was to be cultivated and nurtured beyond what we had been operating from. Slowly and gradually, our civilization began to shift as more of us began to align with our true nature, while still remaining unique and diverse in our embodiment and expression. This is why we come through to support humanity at this time, as you embark on your own ascension journey. We wish to share with you our knowledge and the wisdom we have gained, and to ultimately remind many of you who lived among us the remembrance of the codes and wisdom you hold within yourselves. A pivotal moment and key to the major shifts that occurred in the Sirian star system was catapulted by the catalyst of disease. It was through that experience that we awoke to our own inner healer. We awoke to the power of our energy bodies and consciousness, with our hearts being the primary gateway to allow our being to be flooded with divine light of source and accept our wholeness and divinity beyond what we saw and physically experienced through dis-ease. The heart heals all, physical and non-physical, big or small, but it can only be so if you know it through the higher mind at a soul level, or you let go of the resistance to healing and accepting rejuvenation and health, as long as it is in your highest good to experience this. The heart also allowed us to tap into greater levels of abundance in all ways, going from scarceness on all levels to abundance and thriving. What you harness through the gateway of your heart may still seem unfathomable to many of you, and we know that is why experiencing it for yourself is so important. Don't just take our word for it. We invite you to create time and space to connect deeper with your heart and discover what it can offer you and how much transformation can occur when you do consciously listen and do from this place. You are always being guided to go within and tune into this sacred portal to Source and to your soul, and we encourage you to be empowered in making this decision and trusting in the wisdom that can be accessed here. It is our highest joy to support you in navigating the pathway of the heart and being led into greater levels of expansion and ascension through this time of heart awakening that you are beckoning for at a deep subconscious level. Utilize the heart and let it also assist you and working with the mind in a way where new potentials and unaccessed ideas and creative ventures can flow from. The heart is the missing piece for many of you, and it is your birthright to remember the sacred heart that lies within you and that connects you to all beings, both physical and non-physical. We would be honored to bring through an energetic transmission to activate and awaken your heart, the consciousness and codes that are ready for an upgrade into new levels that will enable you to live more from this place. And just allowing that to land. And that was a really beautiful message. I hadn't known much about the Sirians and their own ascension journey before I channeled this, so it was a pleasure to bring that through. And so I'm feeling that there's a lot of light language that wants to come through for the transmission. And if you don't know what light language is, there's many forms of it, but essentially light codes is light, energy, information, and it can be transmitted in many ways. For me, I bring it through vocally. It might sound like tones or just gibberish. It cannot be understood by the mind, but it is felt and known at a soul level. And so if you would like to receive this transmission, I invite you to either out loud or in your mind state, I am open to receive. Christine, light language, I didn't know it existed, but it makes sense to me. Yeah. And so as I bring the light language through, allow yourself to remain as heart-centered as you can. If you feel this resistance or your mind starting to get involved, just take a breath and try to surrender deeper into it. Our mind will want to reject anything it doesn't understand, and know that that's okay. But give yourself permission to receive if it feels good to you. So you may like to close your eyes for this, or you can, if you feel called, just softly keep your eyes open. You may see me moving my hands about, and that's just all part of the transmission. And we're being invited to visualize our hearts as this crystalline portal. So the silver crystalline energetic center. And as the light language comes through, it will be like, I'm seeing like this beam that's going deep into the center, into the core of your heart, and it's going to be expanding outwards. And you may feel an expansion, a lightness, a love, and that's beautiful. But if you do feel some emotions starting to arise, just allow them to arise and be transmuted through this transmission. This is a safe place for you to just be and release and clear and activate. And sometimes feeling those heavier emotions, if they've been held in there, do require a processing. So be gentle and compassionate with yourself. Ira ushu ura na ikra iteras. Ura shu ura maatere ere kireni itsikra na ura shaare sikim. Ura shu ura sa era te itereni ikrani isi. Ira moya shuturo mautara. Ira sa akra nderes umbara shu ura shakare me itira. Ira sa ura shu umbara si ira si umbara si ura shu ala atikena ma otora shu umbara ke ira sa kate. Imbara shu skobara itikeni indikra yushka ura ma ara si ke umbara shukura. Ira ora sha'ara is ira muntu ora sha'ara si imbarasa. Ukara ashu ora mata. Ira mata era shu otugra mata. Ira usho maatara si kirene itara shu. Ira sa ambrak usho ara sa ambara ki ira si umbra si kamara. Ira nasa. Iro usho umbra es ikirasa. Iro umbra shaira se ikrana raishko oro matara is umbra is ira rasa. Ia moi erasa ambora se era se kumbrasa. Ura sha'ara se imbra ko usho mo orasa. Irana ara shi umbra se imbra se umbra sho. Irasa ka irana ishk umbra esa. Irosho umbra es ora sha'ara se imbra. Ukro sho umbra se kera se ara sho umbra se kidikitsk. Ura sha'ara sira no oturama. Ira se ira so ura matera. Umate ira na okora na. Ira sho umbra sikira. Umpata ara se umbra shuka. Ira no utara. Irasa ora mate ikresi umbrasha ora sa arasi ora. And just taking 3 deep conscious breaths. Noticing how you feel in this moment. You may have felt quite a lot, or you may have felt nothing, and that's okay. Just know that you've received this energetic transmission for the heart, and when it is in your highest good to fully integrate all the codes that came through, you will. And if you would like to share how that was for you, then feel free to write in the comments. And you're welcome to leave a donation if you found that supported you as well. I feel so relaxed in this peace and this love. That felt really powerful. Christine experienced a very hefty, thick-petaled white rose growing out of my heart. Wow, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Christine. And Amanda, I joined just before you began, so didn't know what to expect, but enjoyed it. Feel relaxed. Beautiful. And yeah, that's a good thing of, not having really any expectations and just being open to receive. We can really allow the mind to get out the way and any expectations our ego may have, and we can just surrender and allow. Lance, what's more of your background in New Zealand? Tell more about yourself. Okay, so just briefly, I was born in New Zealand, and it's a beautiful country. So I channel spirit. I've got, we're not meant to be really telling about ourselves much on here, but I love meditation. I write custom guided meditations. I love the simple life. Cats, animals, nature, spirituality. I wasn't always on this path. It was really 2016 was when I kind of hit rock bottom. I got to the point where I didn't know if I could live anymore. I was in a lot of suffering, and that really enabled me to awaken to my true self, and my spiritual abilities started coming online, and that led to me doing this work that I do now. Oh, Christine, thank you so much for your donation. Jamie, you feel very relaxed. Beautiful. Sky, your first time here. Really beautiful to listen to. Oh, you're all so welcome. You're all so welcome. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Yeah. For many of us, it is this time of awakening, and in our own divine timing, we're all going to be guided inward to our heart and to who we truly are. There's not just one way, there are many ways, and we can accept that invitation to go within. No matter how hard or how scary or how weird it may seem in the moment, we often will feel this call to become not isolated, but just really more mindful of what we're surrounding ourselves with, what we're doing with our life. We start to ask ourselves these deeper questions, And if we follow that, so much can unfold for us. And we're always being supported and guided, so it's for us to accept that invitation, open the door, and have some trust and surrender with that. Oh, thank you, Sky. Yes, Lance, New Zealand's beautiful, lots of beaches and nature walks. So I want to thank you all for joining me today for this 30-minute session, and I'll have a few more coming up soon as well. So I'm sending you all so much love, and enjoy the rest of your day.